Good morning. It is the last day of August. Thursday, August 31st, 2023. With it being Thursday, we change up our psalm reading and we look ahead instead of look backwards. So we'll be looking at what is going to be happening at church on Sunday. Psalm 26, 1 through 8 will be the psalm reading. Jeremiah 14, 13 through 18 is going to be the Old Testament reading. And Ephesians chapter 5, verses 1 through 6 is going to be the New Testament reading. We'll be reading it out of the Message. Listen in. Psalm 26. Clear my name, God. I've kept an honest shop. I've thrown in my lot with you, God, and I'm not budging. Examine me, God, from head to foot. Order your battery of tests. Make sure I'm fit, inside and out. So I'll never lose sight of your love, but keep in step with you, never missing a beat. I don't hang out with tricksters. I don't pal around with thugs. I hate the pack of gangsters. I don't deal with double dealers. I scrub my hand with the purest soap, then join hands with others in the great circle, dancing around your altar, God, singing God's songs at the top of my lungs, telling God's stories. God, I love living with you. Your house glows with your glory. When it's time for spring cleaning, don't sweep me out with the quacks and the crooks. Men with bags of dirty tricks. Women with purses stuffed with bribe money. Our Old Testament reading comes from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verses 13 through 18. I said, but Master, God, their preachers have been telling them that everything is going to be all right. No war and no famine, that there's nothing to worry about. Then God said, these preachers are liars, and they use my name to cover their lies. I never sent them. I never commanded them, and I don't talk with them. The sermons that they've been handing out are sheer illusions, tissues of lies, whistlings in the dark. So this is my verdict on them. All the preachers who preach using my name as their text, preachers I never sent in the first place, preachers who say war and famine will never come here, these preachers will die in war and by starvation. And the people to whom they've been preaching will end up as corpses, victims of war and starvation, thrown out in the streets of Jerusalem unburied. No funerals for them or their wives or their children. I'll make sure they get the full brunt of all of their evil. And you, Jeremiah, will say this to them. My eyes pour out tears. Day and night, the tears never quit. My dear, dear people are battered and bruised, hopelessly and cruelly wounded. I walk out into the fields, shocked by the killing fields, strewn with corpses. I walk into the city, shocked by the sight of starving bodies, and I watch the preachers and priests going about their business as if nothing's happened. Our New Testament reading comes from the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verses 1 through 7. Watch what God does, and then you do it, like children who learn proper behavior from their parents. Mostly what God does is love you. Keep company with him and learn a life of love. Observe how Christ loved us. His love was not cautious, but extravagant. He didn't love in order to get something from us, but to give everything of himself to us. Love like that. Don't allow love to turn into lust, setting off a downhill slide into sexual promiscuity, filthy practices, or bullying greed. Though some tongues just love the taste of gossip, those who follow Jesus have better uses for language than that. Don't talk dirty or silly. That kind of talk doesn't fit our lifestyle. Thanksgiving is our dialect. You can be sure that using people or religion or things just for what you can get out of them, the usual variation on idolatry will get you nowhere, and certainly nowhere near the kingdom of Christ, the kingdom of God. Don't let yourselves get taken in by this religious smooth talk. God gets furious with people who are full of religious sales talk but want nothing to do with Him. Don't even hang around with people like that. And here ends our readings for the day.